Dustin Poirier tweeted, he said, "Welcome to the big leagues, Paddy Pimblett. One up for the legends." Right. What do you think about just like you carry? How much pride do you?
We're up 3. He beat BSD, I beat Fazeev, and I just beat Paddy. We're up 3 right now. Topuria took out Max, so we might be 3-1. But I'm going to try to avenge that one.
Is Conor going to come back? Is John going to fight Pereira? Which Dana has kind of, is not uncertain about. But I believe with performance like this man has delivered each and every time, I believe Justin and Ilia potentially becomes the headliner for that card.
You're 100% right. And you're 100% right, and it should be. It should be. It should be. If you want to talk about being fair competitively, especially in the performance that he puts, like, why wouldn't you? Right. In the perfect picture, you would want Justin to fight Ilia.
Inside the White House while being American. Will that really happen? Shit.
Ilia is laughing now because they have dirty boxing, really, They just fighting hard, but there is no good technique. But Ilia will be left now because Ilia has such a high level boxing.
Justin Gaethje's temporary championship win shifted the landscape, yet it also revealed his coming opponent. Ilia Topuria advanced nearly at once, and these two combatants are now openly requesting the identical fight. This isn't just speculation when two of the sport's fiercest contenders are concurrently challenging one another. Instead, it's the genesis of an unavoidable...
I believe with performance like this man has delivered each and every time, I believe Justin and Ilia potentially becomes the headliner for that card.
You're 100% right. And you're 100% right, and it should be. It should be. It should be. If you want to talk about, being fair.
Although Justin admitted that he sustained significant injuries and would require time to heal, his
already focused on something much more important. He stated plainly that competing on that card matters more to him than within the enclosure. He believes such chances are quite uncommon, and only a significant obstacle would deter him from making the most of it.
The adrenaline's still flowing a little bit, but do you have an update on physically, how you feel? Are you going to need some time off? Is there possibly anything broken after?
I definitely need some time off. He fucking rocked my brain a couple times, and the only thing we have over the more dangerous sports, which is boxing and football, is we get to take time. And so I will do that. But the White House is in June, and, I represent this country. I represented it tonight, and I hope to be, obviously, look at the position and the opportunity they just gave me here. There's no way they're keeping me off that card unless I'm dead.
When the topic of a potential White House matchup with Ilia came up, Justin remained true to himself and refused to exaggerate it, but he recognized its potential size even in the
anticipation. Justin views this as one of the largest fights the UFC might stage, especially in that arena, considering Ilia's rise, his commanding wins, and how their styles clash. Furthermore, he clearly stated that he is ready to take charge of the situation should the undisputed title be jeopardized.
Given how popular Ilia's become and just the method of victory he's had and your style of fighting, and add those two to the White House, how big do you think that fight could be between you two?
If I had any bit of a personality, it'd be fucking huge. But I just can't. I can't lie. I can't exaggerate. It's what I do. It's who I am. It's who my parents taught me to be. But, there's no doubt it'll be the best, one of the best fights that they could definitely put on. It'll be for an undisputed belt, and I think they want to have 6 or 7, whatever. They want to have as many as possible. So if he's not back by then, they will strip him, and I will be undisputed, and then I'll fight for the belt on there.
From his perspective, Ilia took aim at Paddy initially, ridiculing him for failing to defeat an aging rival and asserting he wasted his career's largest payout. He then redirected his attention to Justin, offering quick admiration for the triumph before delivering a stark warning. According to Ilia, regardless of what comes next, Justin is heading straight into difficulty. Confronting Ilia will not be simple, yet Justin keeps his concentration keen. Following Ilia's caution, he stated the crucial point is trusting his training, his mentors, and his own skills. He is aware he occupies this spot for a purpose, and though he wishes it's his destiny to finish on top, he admits the final outcome is not in his control. Only time shall reveal.
You are the first two-time interim champion in UFC history. You don't usually get too many second chances, but here you go to a unifier with an undefeated top 3 pound-for-pound fighter. I know he is not Khabib, but what are you taking into this fight with Ilia in terms of lessons and why you're going to make it work this time?
Just got to trust the preparation, trust in my coaches and trust in my skills. I'm here for a reason. I hope it's my destiny, but I don't get to write that, so.
When questioned about a message for champion Ilia Topuria, Justin Gaethje didn't hold back. He dismissed the buzz, the verbal jabs, and the public eye, stating he isn't concerned with sending a personal message. Instead, Gaethje places his trust in his trainers, letting them handle the main effort, analyzing Topuria, crafting the ideal strategy, and instilling it in each session. For Gaethje, it revolves around readiness, accuracy, and performance. When he enters the octagon, his team's tactics and diligence will speak volumes beyond words.
Do you have a message for Ilia Topuria if he's watching this?
No. No, I don't give a fuck.
The message will be in the octagon.
I don't give a fuck. I control my thoughts. I control my emotions. I won't give him the time of day. I'll, rely on my coach to watch him a lot. I've seen him fight, obviously, but I don't really go back and watch these guys. I really rely on my coach. I watched Patty today. I watched Patty and Chandler today. But I really rely on my coach to create a game plan and instill it into training. And yeah, this is so fast. I have no idea what the fuck's going on right now.
Well, there was never a question of motivation, even after.
Through countless contests, he pursued the overarching goal, a championship at stake. For him, victory was what he strived for in the UFC, and the chance, he stated that moment is the perfect way to shape the final chapter of his.
Be neck and neck. It was either going to be you, Patty, or Armin fighting Ilia. Then obviously the news, Ilia wasn't going to fight early this year. At any point, was it frustrating or just difficult to get that motivation, because it kind of felt like you were right there, and now you have to win one more after already going through all the battles? Was that ever difficult to have to get up for one more challenge before that opportunity?
No. I mean, I wanted it to be for a championship. This makes me a champion on paper with the UFC, so I'm very proud of what I accomplished tonight. I'm proud of the opportunity that it's gained me to fight a guy like Ilia. And this is everything I've ever wanted. This chance to write the end of my last chapter.
Congrats.
It's going to be special.
Many are offering their views on this probable bout, and Dana White envisions it unfolding as a full-on striking war. Justin Gaethje and Ilia Topuria both strike with tremendous power, and if Gaethje arrives in peak condition, it guarantees an exhilarating contest from beginning to end. White anticipates fireworks once they enter the cage, with both fighters capable of finishing the night in a single exchange. Given two of the division's hardest punchers facing off, fans should anticipate relentless action, top-tier technique, and a bout able to dominate news and seize the spotlight on any fight card.
Last one, and now that it seems that it's going to be Gaethje versus Topuria, it's probably going to be a crazy fight also, most likely striking. How do you see this one going?
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be interesting. I think that Ilia hits like a truck, and so does Gaethje, and I think if Gaethje prepares properly and gets ready.
Next up, Demetrius Johnson reckons the best pairing is Gaethje. He's unsure if Justin wishes to defend a provisional title, as he's plainly going for the undisputed championship moving forward. Johnson's an exceptionally disciplined, strategic fighter with significant knockout ability. Simply observe his triumphs against Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway. He anticipates Topuria will stay collected, maintain his guard, and intently gauge the bout's progression, ensuring an intriguing encounter with Gaethje.
Ilia Topuria, or he's going to fight Arman Tsarukyan, and I think the right thing is for him to fight Ilia Topuria, but if Ilia Topuria is not ready, I'm not sure if Justin Gaethje wants to defend an interim championship. I think he really wants that undisputed, and hopefully we get Ilia Topuria. Now, when I look forward to Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje, I think Ilia Topuria is just way too disciplined on the feet. I think he has the knockout power. You look what he's done against Charles Oliveira. You look what he's done against Max Holloway. Ilia Topuria is very strategic, disciplined, where he's going to have his hands up. He's going to pot. He's going to get a look at what's going on. I I just feel like he's a way cleaner boxer, and he puts his combinations together 1, 2, 3, nothing overzealous, but a fight's a fight.
As for Arman Tsarukyan, Johnson views him as largely influenced by the UFC's own plans. Preferably, he believes Tsarukyan ought to fight Gaethje next. Yet, with Justin likely waiting for an undisputed championship shot versus Topuria, that contest might not happen right away. Meanwhile, Tsarukyan will keep raising his profile, engaging media, honing his ongoing. Johnson wishes he eventually gets the chance to face Gaethje, so the victor of that could then gain a shot at Topuria. Armored belongs here. I believe Armored is subject to the UFC, which means the UFC decides what it's going to do next.
I think he should fight Justin Gaethje next, but like I said earlier, I think Justin Gaethje might hang on to the undisputed. He might wait for the undisputed opportunity to fight Ilia Topuria. So if that happens, you're going to have Arman Tsarukyan keep going on these wild side quests by doing more media and also doing more grappling, which is fine too. I wish he would get the opportunity to fight Justin Gaethje, and then those guys can decide between Justin Gaethje and Arman Tsarukyan if whoever wins can fight.
Oler Osman and Henry Cejudo concur that, given Justin's consistent performance level, a clash involving him and Ilia could readily top a UFC event. They stress that each combatant offers top-tier skill, strength, and thrill in the cage, rendering it a contest which, indeed, competitively speaking, it's argued, this is precisely the match that warrants the spotlight and could define the next stage in both of their careers.
I believe with performance like this man has delivered each and every time, I believe Justin and Ilia potentially becomes the headliner for that card.
You're 100% right. And you're 100% right, and it should be. You know, it should be. It should be. If you want to talk about, you know, being fair, competitive.
Emphasizes that though Justin's showing versus Paddy impressed, tackling Ilia offers an entirely new challenge. He observes that Topuria is a very proficient, dense combatant who masters self-protection and upholds proper form. Unlike various blunders, Gaethje might capitalize on facing Pimblett. Therefore, Hutto highlights that Gaethje will need to modify his tactics, engaging an opponent who blends defensive skill with offensive refinement, rendering the contest considerably more intricate and tactical.
You know, especially the performance that he puts, like, why wouldn't you? You know, in the perfect picture, you would want Justin to fight Ilia.
In the White House, being a citizen. Will that occur? Shit. There's but as much as we're sorta hyping and praising.
It is different.
It is distinct.
With Paddy Pimblett, you can see one, his head was up, and then two, defensively, like Paddy would do this, like some amateur shit, bro.
And I'm so to be.
We all do that.
And I'm surprised. And Justin was, and he did hit him, but you could tell Justin was going to the body because he was going over like that overhand that he did nail him, but
these are matters that when Justin battles, it's going to be unlike before. He's going to battle a
opponent, somebody compact, and somebody that could really keep his freaking hands up, that just understands the finesse of fighting.
Then mentions how Justin flawlessly implemented his game plan, with much praise due to his coaching team, Trevor Whitman, Ben, George, and Luke, for customizing the strategy for his foe. Usman observes that Justin doesn't consistently apply such fine-tuned modifications in every contest, but he adjusts based on who he's facing and what they offer in the cage. Regarding future bouts, Usman stresses that matching up with Ilia Topuria will be a completely This offers a distinct blend of talent, rigor, and peril that will push Justin to his utmost. Justin Gaethje did precisely what he set out to do. Yet, we must grasp this now. Listen, the coaches, Trevor Whitman, Ben, and George, those guys, and Luke, they made a strategy for the opponent.
You really don't see Justin look like that. What did Justin look like that when he fought Faziev? Has Justin looked like that when he fought earlier fights with Barbosa? Did he look like that when he fought Cowboy? Did he look like that when he fought? I think it's, you shape the game plan based on the opponent and based on whatever they're giving you out there. So I think that's
will execute those required modifications. Yet, as you noted, Ilia's a distinct beast, so this will be a compelling mator. Whereas Daniel Cormier commends both combatants for giving their all in the cage, he observes that Justin Gaethje exerted constant pressure on Paddy Pimblett, almost stopping him repeatedly, and ultimately secured him the interim title. At the same time, Cormier points out Ilia Topuria's deadly history, having finished top competitors such as Max Holloway, Alexander Volkanovski. It's that Gaethje showed yet again that to underestimate him is ever unwise. Situations often favor him when adversaries do so. A pair of fighters who gave their everything inside the cage. I believed Justin Gaethje would finish Paddy Pimblett at several points, but Paddy refused to stop. Paddy Pimblett continued battling, yet I feel Justin's initial pressure provided him sufficient advantage to claim the interim title. However, Ilia Topuria is knocking out the top contenders we've witnessed in his competitive weight classes. He knocked out Max Holloway and Alexander Volkanovski while at featherweight, then moved to 155 and beat Charles Oliveira. What? Justin Gaethje reminded us tonight that if you overlook him, circumstances often happen Justin Gaethje's way. However, Robert Whittaker won't dismiss Justin. Almost all fighters in the UFC and his wrestling and jiu-jitsu are equally sharp with flawless timing and vicious counterattacks. The Justin who battled Paddy Pimblett wouldn't be ample, but Whittaker predicts we'll view a distinct, more refined Gaethje when he enters against Topuria.
I'm not gonna give up on my boy that quick. Okay, Ilia's, but I'll just lay it out there. Ilia's striking is leagues above everybody.
Yeah,
like just about everybody in the UFC.
Yeah, man.
And the wrestling and jiu-jitsu is there as well.
Mm-hmm.
His timing, his instincts, his instinct to fire off in his counterattacks. He'll make you pay for every step you take. It's a hard fight.
Yeah,
Things
man.
have got to change in Gaethje's camp to make the fight competitive.
Yeah.
Right now, the Gaethje that fought Paddy won't beat Ilia right now.
Yeah.
But that's not saying that we'll see that Gaethje when he fights Ilia. Maybe that was just the game plan for Paddy to just make it doggy. But
what's your opinion? Will this contest truly take place at the White House? Share your views in the comments section and make sure to tap that subscribe button for further fight news.